Alright, today's gonna be a touchy one, a controversial one, a real one. We're gonna talk about what exactly is the issue with all this police brutality. Alright. On one hand, well, not even on one hand, but period point blank, I don't understand how any Caucasian person, whether it be a police officer or a regular civilian, I don't understand how you rationalize in your head that you're better than someone, or that, I don't know how it doesn't click to you that that's wrong. The hatred, the prejudice, just the entire thing. I don't understand how in your mind, as a racist, prejudiced person, why you don't think that's wrong, or why you've justified it as an okay behavior. I mean, there's not much you can defend it with. I mean, you got historically countless acts of violence towards people of different colors than you. You have, I mean, different sexual orientations. Even at one point, just a woman being a woman was a bad thing. So I don't understand why in majorly Caucasian men's minds, and of course right behind them, Caucasian women's minds, the racist ones I mean, the prejudiced ones I mean, the ones that have hatred in their heart is what I mean. I don't understand why this behavior is so okay to you. And on another note with police officers, I don't understand how you can call yourself a cop or a police officer or any type of law enforcement, and justice is not in your, it's not in your repertoire, mentally, emotionally, verbally. You just want to spew hatred. You want violence. You want to be a dictator. You want to be a bully. You want to inflict harm. I don't get it. And bigger than that, I don't understand. Well, no, I don't understand how they're getting away with these things. From a moral standpoint, it's not even about, oh, well, the law states that they can do this. When you see a cop pick up a child or a teenager, or a large male cop pick up a woman and slam her on the ground, morally, that wrong should be above any judicial law. I thought at one point that male cops couldn't even touch women. I don't know, man. I'm most likely wrong, but I thought I could have sworn at one point that male cops were not supposed to lay a finger on women, because isn't that at some point, I mean, a civilian man can't even show aggression towards a woman, he'll get locked up, but yet a male cop could damn near beat a woman up, shoot her, and he still gets off. So I'm a little confused on these gray areas that we have. I'm a little confused on what the laws actually are. Because although we know the laws don't pertain or particularly favor anybody of color, morally I'm just confused. What's the end result to all this? Is a race war what y'all trying to accomplish? And I'm speaking to the Caucasian people that might be listening. Is a race war what y'all want? Because it's only so much of this stuff that a certain type of people gonna take. Historically, revolutions happen. Historically, rebellions happen. Historically, stuff gets torn up. So I'm just a little confused on where we're headed with this, because the more every day we keep going. Yeah, I see people marching. I see people, having talks with other people about what we need to do next. But yet these police officers are still shooting people dead just because they're too cowardly to handle the situation straight up. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, well, they're police off. Their job is dangerous. You signed up for it. You signed up for it. Grow some balls. You signed up for it. That's what I don't understand. Like, there should be no excuse. Why are we not holding these people accountable? And this is way above the black community, the judicial system. Why are you not holding these people accountable? Congressmen, governors, president, whoever the heck needs to. Why are we not holding these people accountable? Because apparently the lesson's not, what are you going to tell? The lesson's not being learned. It keeps happening over and over again. And the worst thing about it all to me is that most of us do nothing. We do nothing. Like, unfortunately, in my community, in the black community, our patience level for people outside of our race is extraordinarily higher than the patience we have for each other. Our tolerance of other people is way higher than what we have for each other. And that is wrong. Recently, I seen that another black man was killed, a black teenager by the name, I believe his name was Brandon Weber. I believe it was in Memphis, Tennessee. And they weren't too happy about that. And so somewhat of a riot ensued, is what I'm understanding. Let me tell y'all something. A bully will only do what you allow them to do. Things don't get done until you put it in somebody's face and make them understand that it needs to get done. Sitting up here trying to convince somebody that my life matters to a people that have already decided and have already blatantly and subliminally said over and over and over, historically, time and time again, we don't care. Oh yeah, we raped, brutalized, murdered, tortured, an endless amount of sadistic things that they've done to the black community. And they've already been saying, hey, get over it. So all this talking goes where? Where does it go? What, y'all want to sing Kumbaya? Look, man, either you gonna stand or you gonna fall. That's the way this thing works. You stand for what you believe in, you're just gonna fall for everything. We are at the greatest disadvantage currently than ever. Because at least 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago, we were trying to... The issue wasn't us communicating and us coming together. Now the issue is internal. The issue is now that we can't even get enough of us together without turning it into a shootout or a fight or an all-out aggressive argument to even get to the point where we can really make some stuff happen. Even right now as I'm saying this, there's somebody on the internet that'll watch this and say, oh, man, bruh, clowning and all that other extra stuff. And then I think back and I remember the Million Man March was only 1 million people, right? How many black people was there in America at that time? I'm pretty sure more than 1 million. So where was the rest of us? Sitting in the house just trying to get along? So although we don't need every black person to come together and to make something happen, we gonna need a small group. Shoot, give me 10 of us that can come together. 10 like-minded African-American people with the same goal, chasing the same thing. And then I'll give you a world that's about to change. You'd be surprised. It don't take much, right? Get you 10 of y'all, 10 of us. We can affect some change. Might even be able to do it with a smaller number than that, but there has to be dedication towards this. We got to be able to sacrifice something. If you're not willing to sacrifice something, you just gonna fall, man. But back to these police. With the ones that are out here killing people, murdering people, just because the color of their skin, just because their sexual orientation, just because maybe even their gender. You out here profiling people. You are not a cop. You ain't nothing but a thug and a coward. I don't even understand why this country keeps people like that around. What are y'all holding on to? You, the ones that are racist and prejudiced and all that, what are y'all holding on to this old way of living for? Evolution will keep moving forward. The universe favors evolution, and evolution will keep moving forward. You are not doing nothing to better this country by spewing hatred and bullying and systematically just tearing an entire people down. For what? Because the crazy thing about it is, black folks just want to be treated like human beings. Like, just stop trying to kill us every time we walk to the dang store. You expect us to just roll over and be like, hey, slavery, it's all over now, we free. But yet you still shooting at us. You still trying to fill us up in your jail cells. You still trying to prevent it in every aspect systematically. You still trying to prevent our success. And we ain't supposed to be mad? Forget mad. You lucky we, man. I just don't get it. I don't understand for the life of me how this country is hanging on to this bigoted racial BS that is honestly holding the entire country back. The entire country. Side note, who is Make America Great Again for? I don't. maybe that was a dumb question, because it couldn't be for anyone else other than Caucasian people, because historically we all know that America has only been great to Caucasian people the entire time. The moment that white people, the moment that you understand that the real enemy here is the prescription drug companies, any Fortune 500 company that finances the government, any entity that holds large amounts of stock or power in data, the richest of the richest of the richest, the evil tyrants, those are your enemies. We are not your enemies. The craziest part about it is that once you realize that and you band together with us, we take over this whole thing. There is a reason why the top 1%, top 1 to 5%, it don't even matter, whatever percent, they want all minorities to be separate from middle class and even low class Caucasians. They have the middle class and low class Caucasians fighting their fight because they have a problem with minorities. You don't even know what your issue is with us. Besides, your great-great-great-grandfather said the N-word a while back and he showed his hatred. Now you hate us too. What is the real issue? On both ends, your cousin Billy Joe and them down the way, the ones that can't wait to hang one of us, that's one side of an extreme. That can be perceived as ratchet and ghetto and trash. And my cousin Ray Ray and them, the ones that can't read or write, but didn't have no chance because all they know is they've been working since they was 13, 14 years old to provide for a family. That could be perceived as ratchet or ignorant. It's on both sides. But you, middle class Becky, walk into the grocery store and see one of me sagging my pants and now all of us is thugs. What you think I'd see when I see Billy Joe and them? Y'all need to wake up, man. All this racist stuff between white and black, it is a minute, minuscule problem on the grand scale of we are turning this entire globe, this entire earth, into trash. Every day, more and more, we just turning it into trash. And the only thing we focus on, black people, Hispanic people, whatever, minorities, we just trying to walk to the store and not get shot at by one of you cops, racist white people, and not get stared at every time we walk into one of your stores. You focused on, I don't even know, man. At this point, I don't even know what y'all focus on, because it seems like every time I see y'all just head up in the clouds and you clutch on your purse every time you see a black person or a Hispanic person. I don't understand it, man. This stuff needs to stop. Like ASAP. It needs to stop. There is a bigger thing to be worried about here. Black and white is not what we need to be focused on. Excuse me. Black and white is easy to solve when you look at who the real enemy is. One, you middle class and low class Caucasian people have no real issue with us. None at all. You just don't like us because your great-great-great-grandfather, grandmother didn't. And then two, like, in the grand scheme of saving the globe, in the grand scheme of getting rid of the control that the Fortune 500 companies have, the fact that they're funding the government, that is way bigger. Why is you worried about me walking through your neighborhood and you can see I have jogging gear on, a tracksuit with earphones in my ear, so maybe I'm exercising, lady? Y'all got to wake up. And you cops that still do, look, keep on, man. Keep on and watch. Watch. Y'all keep saying y'all want peace on one end, but yet you got cops that's killing minorities for no reason on the other. Progression and evolution is going to show you. Karma is going to show you. We already taking your women from you left and right, so you already a coward. Your thing already small. I could tell that by the way you treat us. Keep on, man. It's coming. Keep the faith. Stay strong. I'm gone.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up.